plastic. Because when polishing wax, get on the plastic, it's hard to get off.
So we've got to cover this too then, right?
Yep. Right now, I will not go over there, so as long as it's boarded here.
So what you're looking at is a scratch that was caused because in Oakland we were on the freeway and this car comes over and actually sideswipes us, hits us here, and causes damage that went over to here and made a real bad scratch right along here that you could actually feel with your fingernail. So what Kenny said was, hey, you know what? You don't have to take this into a paint place. So this is the last of the scratch, and what he's gonna do is use.
This one's pretty minor.
Yeah.
So just use the McGuire 205. The cutting, you see this is up to 4. So it's like a medium, I would say almost to the medium cutting power. So
now this tool also is a corded tool, and it's a, what do you call that, a buffer or polisher?
It's the it's not really polisher, because this one always it's called Ascaline rotor, or you gotta look at the name. The orbital polisher. I always forget the name.
And then this particular pad here is what do you call it? Soft?
This one is like medium cut, which is orange. You can identify by most of the time orange is like medium gray. You got cutting power. The black or the red one is just for waxing. There's no abrasive cutting power to it.
So you don't need to use a lot of that.
Yes. Especially with McGuire 205, you just use a tiny bit, and it lasts. The working, it works pretty well. You don't dry it out as fast, so you get enough time to. See any scratches?
Scratch is gone.
There you go.
We'll show you from the other angle too that you saw it from before. Kenny, that's amazing. You're a genius.
See?
Yeah, so the scratch is right along there. And it's gone completely.
So no.
And then the scratch that was here.
Tiny bit, I can move it.
I don't even see that.
Yeah. It's right here. Right.
So Kenny does kind of warn that you do need to know what you're doing. You don't want to burn the paint or keep it in one place too long. Any tricks like that, Kenny?
No, I mean with the orbital, it's pretty user-friendly, but you still want to, like, you know, what kind of solution you use and stuff like that, so you don't.
So the orbital is really important.
You don't ruin the. It's much safer than the polisher, regular polisher. Polisher works faster, but you gotta know how to do it. Right? This is much more safer. But you gotta know. You still don't know how to operate and what kind of compound you're using, so you don't ruin the clear coat. And once you ruined it, there's no going back. And it's gonna hurt you.
So, would you describe how much pressure you used on that? It didn't look like you were pressing too hard.
Actually, you don't need to press too hard. At that, you use a little bit higher speed. But when you're waxing, you can use low speed. And
okay.
You see it?
Do you see the fine scratch right here? and the fine scratch right here, and a little bit right there. Yeah, there's little small fine scratches from the accident.
We'll try to take this out.
Oh yeah, they got us there too.
Yep.
The sideswipe.
So
now, of course, when the sideswipe happened, the guy just took off, and he was completely at fault because he came out of nowhere and just sideswiped us. We didn't sideswipe him, and then he just took off. So Kenny's covering up to not cause any marring of the plastic parts there.
yep. Otherwise, we gotta work on the whole plastic part.
Yeah. Okay, so those scratches are right about there. So you're applying the compound.
Let it soak a little bit.
Look at that. That mar is gone from that plastic part.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It's good.
Yeah, look at those. Those fine little scratches are all gone completely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, Kenny.
So we can see this here.
Yeah, that's the deepest scratch.
We can try to work on that.
You know, it's in a place you can't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta know what you're looking at to see that
I know
scratch.
when you return the car, that most times don't even.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother, Kenny.
Well, since I'm here, I can try.
Okay. So what Kenny's gonna try to do is, yeah, see that little tiny dent there? That's part of the accident. And the deepest scratch was right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right there. So Kenny's gonna try and get that out too. So for that deep scratch, Kenny's gonna use the Meguiar's Ultra Cut Compound Professional 105. 105 grit. So that means it's gonna be a little bit more coarse grit, and you see the amount of cutting action is up to 12 on that scale, whereas the other one was up to 4 with the 205. So he's going to use the 105 now, and he's going to go with a smaller rotary instrument. He's going to go with a smaller rotary instrument. That one right there. It's a random orbital polisher, and it's a small one. So to show you that again, there it is. That scratch right there from the accident. But there was all kinds of scratches going across, and Kenny's already got that done. So he's gonna try and get that. Here we go.
Getting smaller.
Yeah, definitely. It's starting to get that scratch removed too. Pretty deep scratch though,
pretty
huh?
deep.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
So I would say,
I think you got it pretty good there.
yeah, I
Ken.
say we'll leave it there. You can do it once every 6 months, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it.
So this is what Kenny recommends. It's Jetscar Finishing Products Power Lock Plus. Polymer sealant protects the surface, guarantees a deep wet look finish. So this is what you would use it with a buffer.
Use the powder for waxing.
Oh, for waxing.
You do it once every 6 months, and you don't have to worry about it.
Now, would you recommend getting this from Amazon also?
Yeah, Amazon's pretty good, fair price.
Okay, so Amazon for all the required stuff too. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for the